What is going on, guys? This is Ben here, bringing you another Vainglory video. In today's video, as you can see, the draft is already going on here. We banned a Saw because Faux Hammer decided to do the Saw. I was trying to pick the Ringo because, or not the Ringo, the Black Feather, because Black Feather is really strong right now, or Broken Feather, whatever you want to call it. But I did end up getting the Ringo. I initially was trying to play Weapon Power Vox on this account here for this ranked match. But they picked it, and then I had to pick Ringo for the last one. And you can see here I have my tier 3 skin checked. I didn't swap it all, and then it still doesn't carry through. So I don't know, like I don't like how like the draft mode, that's just like a small bug where sometimes you don't get your skin. I hope they fix that, because like if you buy this skin and you want to use it and you don't get it in a draft, it's gonna suck, because like that's gonna make some people mad. For me, it's okay. I don't really mind it. The only one I do mind it on is Ringo, aka like this match, because with Ringo, the tier 3 skin, you can actually see like your bullets shooting a lot easier, so it's easier to starter step in my brain, or in my mind. That's just what I think. Some other people might disagree, some may agree, but yeah, so here we go. We're on Ben Sim 2, trying to play ranked. I think they implemented draft mode in everyone's, if it's like a hotness or above match. So if you're on hotness, you'll be in the draft mode if you're playing ranked. On this account, I'm only in decentish bronze for this match here. But I think with like my MMR, I'm probably somewhere in the SA level on this account or something like that. For those of you that don't know what MMR is, it's like the behind the scenes matchmaker from like your previous season, and I was actually SA gold on this account when it actually ended, so that's probably where I'm around. But I got this back up to decentish, so I'm probably playing people around SA something, I don't really know, but we're drafting. And basically I haven't done one of these in a while where I'm just kind of talking over my gameplay, see my mistakes, give you my heads up. So currently though, when you're watching this video, I'm actually in Santa Monica. Probably this video will be up on Sunday or Saturday, so I'll be watching the live finals. So these are all pre-recorded videos. That's why I've had to pull a lot of videos from my streams. Like normally that's not how it's gonna be. Usually when I stream, it's just gonna be the stream. But for when I have to go on trips and stuff, if I don't have time to record a lot of videos, because I'm actually pretty busy at this point in time, I'll have to pull some matches from my streams, and that's why you guys saw those a little bit. But they're actually really good matches, like that 3 support match with Bladeheart. I really enjoyed that one. That one was really cool. And then the the Rona one, that was actually a really good match too. So I don't know, they're all fun matches. I just make sure they're actually good ones that I want to show you guys. But like the thing with if I pull them from Mob Crush is it's not as good of quality, like audio wise, if I were to record it on my own. That's the only downgrade to it. Why I don't do it too often, but I had to make an exception for this one. And then also I probably am already like taking videos of this trip, and let me know if you guys want to see the vlog from that. Honestly, I'll probably will be showing it regardless, because you guys seem to really enjoy the last one. But right here you can see I'm just farming up. They come up and gank the Vox here, because I was trying to freeze it on my side to make that Vox overextend a little bit, and I'm just honestly just trying to freeze it on my side, because CP Jewel. Okay, for those of you that don't know, CP Jewel is a monster. The ultimate literally just destroys everything. It is so strong, especially when you're a squishy hero like Ringo and Ataka. Oh my gosh, so CP Jewel was a really good choice by theirs and their guys in the draft. And then Weapon Power Vox is actually pretty good. I'm trying to get the minion wave on my side, so I have that Vox has to overextend, because he has really short range, and then Taka can, like, because we have a CP Taka this game, so Taka can really melt him. And right here, if you guys do not do this in your laning, I highly suggest you do it. If you do not know where their laner is, literally just keep pinging. Well, you don't have to keep constantly pinging, but keep pinging your question mark whenever you don't see them, so you can make sure your junglers are aware of that. And you can see they give the thumbs up, like they're not gonna fight down low because Vox is missing. So I have it frozen on my side. Vox is actually listening. We're denying Vox a lot of farm here, because you can see his minions are getting killed. We have the minions on our side, and it's either he overextends and my team will kill him, or we just kind of chill back. And I still didn't get to buy yet, and the Vox probably rotated down and did. And then you can see they're trying to break my freeze here by doing a little battle here, but we're doing all right. We're poking at them. All I really have is the one item, so I'm not doing it. But watch right here. This is what really made me mad. So I'm trying to farm and keep it on my side, And then Taka keeps like keeping his stacks up by hitting my minions, but that actually messed up my farm because the turret was like able to kill them with the damage done. But it's whatever. And we're still just getting like poked to death here. Almost killed the Vox there. Taka goes in and actually does pick it up, so it's all good. It was an interesting engagement there. It's just like, I don't know. And then with Ringo, another thing to keep in mind, guys. This is something I also wanted to talk about. With his weapon power changes, there's a different way that I build him now. So, and I don't use twirling silver that often unless I'm really trying to push the wave as fast as I can, or like if I really I don't use it to run around like I normally did unless I really need to get somewhere fast, because like you want your twirling silver up in fights. And so what I actually do now, as you can see right here, is I buy a blazing salvo. Because before you could get away with going Sorrow Blade, Tyrant's Monocle, and then later on with Ringo build, maybe you get a Tornado Trigger or Breaking Point. But with his Twirling Silver not being activatable as much because of the energy cost to it, getting attack speed is actually a good like option if you guys are worried about the energy cost, because you can still auto attack and you're not just like a freaking sitting duck there, and you can actually start us up fairly well. I actually almost get the Vox. You can see I'm going pretty deep in for that one. I have to boot out of there. I took a turret shot. I thought I was gonna kill the Vox and do a little bit more damage, but I did not. And then Jewel sticks a little bit too long. Taka gets his ultimate, and we're able to just pick it off. And so that's what I do. It helps me out a lot because you can still attack with just with getting a blazing salvo and stuff like that. You don't have to be so reliant to get a bunch of damage out with your twirling silver. You still can use it for your fights, but more often than not, like if you, unless you're, I don't know, it's hard to say. Like with the energy cost, it's just like you need the attack speed. So that's just what I do. I hope you guys can like understand. Like that's actually, well, I mean, not I hope. I'm just telling you like that's what I do. And if you guys have any other like suggestions for what you guys do, I mean, I know you can get an energy battery to save on your energy, so maybe you can use it more often. But if you're weapon power Ringo, you don't really want to be like wasting items on CP items. You know what I'm saying? But I actually do pick up the reflex block because of the Catherine stun and the Jewel stun, and they're just annoying. So that does want me to like, or that does bring up in my mind a couple videos you guys saw when I think I was the Vox, and I just kept getting locked down by and this Vox was trying to duel me here, and I wasn't entirely sure why. Even if my Taka didn't come up there, I would have killed him, but he doesn't have like any weapon power items at this point in time. All he has is like his reflex block and like a swift shooter and a weapon blade. So not entirely sure what it was in his brain right there, but the reflex block, it's hard to block. It's like you gotta pick your poison, what you want to block. And with Catherine, when she comes at you with the stun, it's actually pretty tough to block because you don't know when she's gonna pop that stun, and you don't wanna pop it early, like as soon as a Catherine runs near you, because a good Catherine will just wait until the reflex block is done, especially like in the higher tiers. So that's why like I usually don't try and block the Catherine stun. I usually wait to drop, like if I'm playing against a Jewel, I'll block the Jewel stun or the follow-up stun, so then you can run away. But if the Catherine like uses her silence, then you're pretty screwed. Like unless your support blocks the silence somehow, then you're pretty much screwed. So I'm just telling you guys, that's why like that's what goes through my brain with the reflex block. It's like, say there was even like a Koshka, I think the person with the reflex block should be worrying about the Koshka. And then like the support with their Crucible, it's situational, yeah, like if there's only one of the heroes there, then the support could do it. But it's hard in solo queue too, because you don't really know what your support's gonna block. You gotta, with your team, you can say, oh, I'm gonna block this or try to block this, so you just worry about this. So like say if I was playing with like Rumbly and Oracle, I'd be like, say I'm Ringo this match, I'd be like, hey, I'm just gonna block the Jewel jump so I can get out. So don't worry about that, whoever my support is. That's what you would say to your team. And then like you'd be like, but support guy, you gotta worry about blocking that Catherine silence, not the stun, just the silence, because the silence is so deadly, and it's actually really tough to block though, because sometimes you cannot see when it's coming out. But it's a good support skill to have if you can actually get it down. Even I struggle with it a lot. I've been trying to practice it though, and then like say there was a Koshka on their team, instead of the Jewel jump, I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna try and block the Koshka stun. Support just worry about, again, the Catherine silence or whatever. So, and it's like the same thing with renewal. So communication's key. When you're in solo queue though, you kind of just have to hope your teammates, if their support, will be on point with the blocks or whatever, just keeping you alive. If not, you just got to rely and use your reflex block on whatever you feel like is necessary. So yeah, that's that. But right here, we're trying to keep it on our side again with the minions, just so this Vox have to overextend, because Taka is like any squishy hero's worst nightmare, especially a CP Taka, because he has a ton of burst. The Arden actually does stun the Vox there, and we actually do end up picking it up, and I wasted my ultimate there. I thought the Vox was somehow going to get away, and I didn't calculate that how low he was, so I kind of just spammed it. Right here, I'm trying to take the turret, but Jewel comes at me, and then I kind of wasted my reflex block there, but I get Jewel ulted and just get instant melted, dude. So the Jewel ult is a killer, and I kind of walked like staggered in it. I just saw it right there, and I didn't even really need to use my reflex block, but because when I ran out of that, I was out of range of it. So I don't know. If I would have had my reflex block up, I probably wouldn't have died to that beam. But either way, we're back in the lane, and we're actually doing very well in farm at this point in time. We're at 90 compared to the Vox's, like, I don't know, I didn't even see it, like 60 or something, 70. But that's the main reason for that, was I was just trying to keep it frozen on my side, giving that Vox like having to like overextend and be wary of the Taka coming up. And right here, the Vox is kind of caught out a little bit. Taka's a little bit behind, and we actually do some good damage to him, but we don't actually end up killing him. That is okay. That turret is so weak though, and I really wanted to take it out, but that Vox is chilling right there. This Catherine's taking a ton of damage. I'm going to be killing her, and then we're going to be taking this turret. And then there we go. So the reason why Catherine has a contraption in this game though too, I see a lot of people do this, and a lot of you say in the comments like, should I get a contraption? And a lot of you respond with like when there's a Taka and stuff like that, and you guys can probably hear my voice is about to give out. Because I recorded a ton of videos, because I had to record like for 5 days or something, 4 days. And then this was we'll get back to that story. That was actually a really good play by the Jewel there. Stunning the, I knew it was gonna happen, so it kind of sucks that our Arden wasted the gauntlet. But I actually ended up picking the Vox here, and we're gonna be, that was a rough right there. So the Jewel sniped the gold mine, and the reason why Arden shouldn't have really used this gauntlet, it was like, you could tell the Jewel wasn't gonna try and jump in and steal it. She was obviously just gonna wait for her beam. It's whatever, and then we kind of over pursued after that, kind of enraged to kill them, I guess. But back to my story, yeah, like my voice is kind of giving up because I had to record so many videos like these last day and a half for my trip, because I have like my Boom Beach channel as well that I had to record a bunch of videos for, and then all that other stuff. So, and streaming, my voice is about to die. If you cannot hear it, if you guys are going to Santa Monica though, I hope maybe I saw you guys there for the tournament. If not, in spirit, you'll be in my brain. I'll give you the vlog and whatnot. But back to the game. Kind of running out of things what I wanted to talk about, to be honest. And with my voice giving out, that's all I can think about right now. But yeah, so now I'm getting the Tyrant's Monocle. I'm going to be dealing a ton of damage. Dude, I need freaking water. Probably sound like like an 80-year-old person right now? I don't really know. Oh my gosh, what if I talk like this? How can you guys hear me? I don't know. Alright, well. Excuse me. We're back. Kind of. So that turnaround though with the gold mine was actually pretty big, because it gave them actually quite a bit of gold. This is back on topic now. I can kill the minions now, and I'm just kind of poking at the Catherine. We don't have Taka with us at this point, but oh, the Jewel Beam, so strong, so strong. I'm kind of just, and right there, you guys, okay. I want to talk about something right there. That Jewel jump, I remember this. It's like it was burned in my memory. So the reason why I didn't reflex block that Jewel jump on time, because you ever have it when you're playing and you like you hit just to the right of your freaking ability. Well, that's what happened there. I misclicked the right next to my reflex block, so I was a little late on it. I literally that happens sometimes where you just like tap on it. So, and I was actually pretty pissed because that if I would have blocked that the jewel jump, I think we actually would have we probably could have won that fight there instead of me getting stunned out. So I was really mad at that one. That's why I remember that. So it's if you're not on point with those, it sucks, especially with a CP jewel. Because then if you get jumped on and you don't have a reflex block or anything, you're literally just gonna get beamed and you're gonna die. But I was already weak, so the beam already came out earlier in the fight, so I knew the beam wasn't there. But either way, it just killed. I think next time I play CP Jewel though, and I'm a super squishy hero, I'm for sure gonna get more shields, just so I can have a little leeway to get out of the ramp up time from that. Because the longer you stay in the Jewel ultimate, the faster you die. So. Because it like ramps up the damage. For those of you that are kind of newer to Vainglory and you never experienced the full power of CP Jewel ultimate freaking craziness, the Jewel beam literally used to not have that ramp up time, and so a jewel would beam and you would be dead. Like you would have no chance to react and you'd just be dead. So this is a good call by them though. They caught us out here. Ooh, the jewel beam. I don't know why I walked back into it. I honestly thought it was going to end up, or I don't even know if I'm ulting right here. But I thought I was going to end earlier or something, but I took a lot of extra damage than if I would have just waited. But yeah, you guys didn't know the full power of the jewel beam. Well, at least some of you do. Some of you I get do, like you were there. Oh my god, but you would literally get melted within like us not even, you had like no chance to react. Say you're in like a crevice in the map, like down by the shop where like those top shop minions are, and the jewel just could line and size up all three. All three would just be dead. Oh my gosh. So those were the days of OP jewel. And it's still actually really strong now though. It just has that ramp up time. So other than that, we got the turret though after they killed the Vox. I'm gonna go Tornado Trigger this game because I just wanna. There's a misconception I think between Breaking Point. Like some people think you have to go Breaking Point. You don't really have to, because Tornado Trigger gives you a little bit more attack speed and it gives you more critical damage chance. The weapon power, or the Breaking Point, only gives you more weapon power now. It doesn't give you more crit, I don't think. It's just literally straight up weapon power. So if you want to be like more crit damage, more attack speed, that's when you go the Tornado Trigger. And I actually do prefer the oh my god, and that was a really good beam there. Literally I just ate the full brunt of that. So but the jewel beam, the jewel was carrying them this game for sure with their beams and everything like that. But the difference between like the Tornado Trigger that I like is like the added attack speed and the crit chance, and you can because basically you can fire off more auto attacks, and then just deal a lot more damage, especially if they don't have Atlas. But the Breaking Point is still good overall. But the reason why I did not get a Breaking Point this game was because like that jewel was literally so much burst damage, and I didn't have time to get up full like Breaking Point stacks in a fight to even make it really worth my while. So that's why I kind of just went the Tornado Trigger, and that's what you should really do. You can see I'm already critting the jewel so much because she doesn't have much defense, and all I'm is infused with the Tornado Trigger. So like it still does a crap ton of damage. I just wanted to clear up that misconception because some people say like the Tornado Trigger is useless. I don't honestly think so. I think it's really good. But if you want to deal like a lot more damage earlier in the fight, is quick and a lot quicker early on, then go Tornado Trigger. But if you want to deal a lot more like sustained damage later on in the fights, and then I'd go Breaking Point. Even this game, I was going to be working towards a Breaking Point later in the match, regardless, or Tyrant's Monocle. I kind of forgot. But still, like that's the reason for that. For those of you that want to know kind of like the build path or whatever. And plus, since with the Twirling Silver, dealing a lot more damage, having that extra attack speed is also really key as well. So we kind of drop aggro on the Kraken here to pursue this Vox and try and kill them. But the Catherine Silence, oh my god, the Jewel Silence, or no, the Catherine Silence literally was atrocious, and I misjumped on the Jewel again, or I misblocked the Jewel. But that was actually not a good fight from me. So what went down was the silence from the Catherine and the jewel beam is a really deadly combo, because like if your support does not block the silence, or even yourself, I guess, the jewel can have free reign at beaming you. So that's kind of what happened there, but we still ended up getting the kill. And then after the jewel beam came out, Arden actually did renew us once the silence ran out. And then the jewel jumped, and I wasn't kind of ready for that one. I'll just be straightly honest. I should have expected that, and I didn't block that one. So I definitely need to work on my reflex blocking. I'm pretty sure a lot of people struggle with that too. It's a lot easier when you're support to reflex block for other people than it is for yourself, because when you're a carry, you have to be worried about all of your abilities, auto attacking, worrying where everyone is. So it's like a lot quicker of a reaction that you have to have for that. When you're a support, literally you're not worried too much about dealing damage and all that stuff, so all you have to do is kind of hover your finger over the reflex block and just wait until like the ability that you want to block comes out. So it's actually easier to block when you're with a crucible if you're support. That's what I think, coming from like a person that plays support main. So it's something that I need to work on when I do play a carry role, is reflex blocking for sure. It's something that I'm pretty sure everyone could work on, but these turrets are literally melting so fast. Jewel does miss her jump there, but I kind of standed in the beam for a little bit too long once again. I don't know why I'm standing there like a moron, because I just got destroyed. But the Kraken is going ham on the turret, taking it out. Oh my god. Oh, the yawn. You just yawned right now. But while I'm recording this though, my flight's literally in like a couple hours, so hopefully I can fall asleep on the plane. Airports, okay, well, it's alright. The airports that I'm going in are pretty easy to navigate. Well, airports easy to navigate through. It's just going through security is what I don't like, but I don't think anyone likes that. So other than that, airports are fine. I don't know how I got to this. Literally, it's probably because I just want to take a nap right now, but and then right there, the Arden mistapped his crucible, so I was like, yo, we cannot go up there. I don't really want to fight this, especially with Taka's not near us. Yeah, that was kind of, so I was just like, alright, I don't really want to fight for like 30 or whatever, 40 seconds until the Arden gets his crucible back, just because it could be coming up clutch with how many stuns and they actually do have. And I was about to steal those backs, and then I was like, we'll be nice here. I can already double infuse, so I don't really need anything. And they were wanting to push the base, but the reason why I wasn't wanting to push the base was because none of us were infused except for me. And if we fought, because they already composed and they're probably sitting in front of their base. So if we were to fight right here and we get locked down, it's pretty much probably gonna be GG against us. So that's why I wasn't wanting to push for the vein crystal right here, because they could easily lock us down, and they're already at their base. So like right here. So like, why try and fight that? And then the Arden Gauntlet really didn't do anything. So my team wanted to push there. A lot of you are probably like, why don't you push? But if we get killed in their base, they're already waiting for it. They know it's gonna happen. Then it's gonna be GG pushed our way. So we could the Kraken's gonna be up anytime soon, because the Kraken spawns a lot quicker now. So we're just gonna wait for the Kraken. I think that would be the better play. So I was actually really happy when we didn't try and push for the win there. And right here, I was like, should we take Kraken? I honestly wanted to, but right here I'm just trying to bait them. So that's why you can see I'm cautioning it. I'm like, let's just drag the Kraken a little bit and then just bait them. But Taka kept attacking it, and it like kind of messed it up. And then we get kind of caught out here, and then the dual beam is just burning me down, and then we got the Vox coming in. I was silenced for so long. If you guys rewatch that part, we have the Catherine silence, and then we have the Vox silence on top of that. So I was literally like a sitting duck. That was rough right there. Anyways, Taka actually didn't get aced or survived, so that's good for us. Because if he got aced there, I think that we would have got the Kraken for sure, and then it would have been really tough for us to stop. But man, I'm yawning like crazy now. But that silence was like, I know the Vox silence is only like a couple seconds, not even a couple seconds, like less than a second, but added on top of the Catherine silence, which is so freaking long, I literally couldn't do anything. Yeah, I could have kited the Vox a little bit when I was running away, but like that fight's over and done with. We lost that fight, okay? Now we just have to regroup. I have to clear my minions. I'm still double infused. Taka is still messing around with them, so this is like kind of interesting. You can see the Arden pings for the base, and I was okay with that one, because if Taka can just mess with them while they're trying to maybe get Kraken, we can probably sneak this one in here. Even if Taka just slows down one of them, I think we have enough damage to pull it out, especially with the Arden Gauntlet too. So they're still messing with the Taka, and while we keep running, we're base racing. Taka actually does drop. I don't even worry about the minions actually I do. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't even worry about the minions at this point, but I did. And I'm actually using my twirling silver to get here. Arden Gauntlets, the jewel jumps in, we're done. But we're dealing so much damage to this Vainglory, so I'm sitting there just using my reflex block, and we take it out. So there we go. That was a very interesting match. Base race for the end there, and that jewel beam though literally was just destroying me, because we were really squishy heroes. But that was a good match. A lot of mistakes that I had. I definitely need to 100% work on my reflex blocking. I'm sorry I'm touching my mic there, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure, like you did, and subscribe for more Vainglory videos if not ready. This account is in decentness silver now. It'll be on the rise. Don't worry. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you did, and subscribe for more Vainglory if you're not ready. Wonderday night, and I'll see you guys later.